curious, like how that I haven't asked you this in terms of like how it was at OU when Link left, because I have the other piece of when he came to USC, but I guess you don't really hear often like boots on the ground. How was it? Because it was so shocking. Like there was so many other candidates that we were looking at, and it wasn't until like the last day or two that it was like, hey, we're gonna get Lincoln Riley. And as a quarterback, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like this dude coached the last 3 or 4 Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I'm like, let's ride. But it was just so, because usually like you don't hear about a coach leaving a school like OU. And even on Twitter, I see everyone like OU fans are still salty, man.
Salty.
So salty.
It was crazy because like the way the whole thing went down, it was just like, it didn't feel real. Like we were, I think we were undefeated at the time going to,
Oklahoma State, right?
Yeah, we had just lost our first game. It was to Baylor. We went to Baylor, we lost. So after that whole week before Oklahoma, like leading up to Oklahoma State, like the whole vibe was like weird. Like we knew we were better than the team, but it's just like we didn't feel that confidence like from the coaches. Like everything was just weird. Like I heard about like my homeboy Marvin Jones. He was to Georgia. He was supposed to take an official to Oklahoma. He said they canceled. He texted me like, oh, they canceled my official. I'm like, they canceled your official? Like he's like, I don't know. Like I didn't even care about coming to the game. Like I just wanted to come out there. Like I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like they acting weird too. Like they've been acting weird all week. Link told us, he's like, I am not going to LSU. I know what you guys have heard. This isn't like a team meeting. I know what you guys have heard. I am not going to LSU. I will not go to LSU. Da, da, da. I'm like, all right, cool. We go to play the game. We lost. In the locker room after the game, he says, I'm not going to LSU. I'm here with you guys. This is my team. This is my place. This is where I'm. Da, da, da. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, he's not going to LSU. Like, and when he said he's not going to LSU, like, we all assumed that he wasn't leaving. Right. But he never said I wasn't leaving. He always said I wasn't going to LSU. But at that point in time, like, I didn't care. Like, I was in a mind state where, like, I had went through, like, ups and downs in that year, and I was gone. Like, I was leaving. I was transferring. Like, I was gone. So, like, I was like, yeah. Like, I was hearing it, but I wasn't really hearing it. Like, so then mind you, we played a night game at Oklahoma State, and we had to drive because we drove to one game each year. Mm-hmm. So we got home at like, I want to say I got in my room probably like 2 a.m. Mm-hmm. At like 8 a.m., we got a text saying there's a team meeting at 2 p.m. Okay. So that's 12 hours. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In 12 hours, we have a team meeting at 2 p.m. It was the last game of the season, and because we lost to Oklahoma State, we couldn't go to the Big 12. Yeah. So like last game of the season, they're like 2 p.m. meeting to discuss scheduling. And like, if you've been at Oklahoma, you know like they don't do that. Like, they don't discuss scheduling on a team meeting or anything like that. They just send you the schedule. And like whenever you read the schedule, whenever the next team meeting is. So everybody's like texting in the group chat like, scheduling, like, bro, we just lost. Bro, I'm tired. We just got here at 2 a.m. Like, I'm not going up there for that meeting. Da, da, da. But everybody's like, I'm gonna go. I said, bro, I'm not going to the meeting. I'm gone. So I actually didn't go to the meeting. Like,
because you were already going to transfer.
I was leaving. Like, I was so mad. Like, I told my dad, dad. My dad's like, you need to go to the meeting, be respectful. Da, da, da. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to the meeting. Yeah. I'm not going. Yeah. So I didn't go. But when they got to the meeting, they said the meeting was supposed to start at 2. Nobody was in there at 2. 2:15, 2:30 hit, 2:45 hit.
Like no coaches?
No coaches in there, just players.
But what are y'all thinking? Like 30 minutes?
They said they so now I'm on FaceTime with some of the guys. They're like, bro, nobody's walked in here. Like, oh, that's weird. My phone goes off at like 2:50. ESPN alert. Lincoln Riley has taken a job at Oklahoma. Oh my God. I mean at USC. And I'm like, no way. So I try calling people in the thing, and everybody's declining my calls. I'm like, why are y'all declining my calls? So from somebody that was there, they said that nobody came in. Then the coaches, assistant coaches came in the back, but didn't say anything. They just all were looking. So everybody's looking around. They said then everybody's phones start going off. You know, people that didn't have their phone on airplane mode. Yeah. Parents calling, social media buzzing. Like, people started doing that. And then they said he walked in crying and said that, I know y'all probably seen the news. Like, yes, I've taken a job at USC. I didn't want to, it was best for my family. They say he talked for like a minute. 1 minute? They say he talked for a minute, walked out, and nobody ever heard, like, talk to him after that.
Now, let me ask you this. You say he was crying. You think they were real tears? You think he was? You think? Or you think he was BSing? He probably just wanted to show a little.
Link. I don't know. Link's a good. I don't know. It depends. I would have to see it. Like, I could see him. Oh, I could see him fake crying. I could see him like real crying. I don't know. I just know that like that they said it was a minute long, and then Stoops came in.
Oh, because he took over the rest of the year.
He said that he was going to be the interim coach and he was going to coach for the bowl game and stuff like that. So.
And so was it guys were more upset by the way he did it than actually, the action itself? Or because I know Brian Burns and like guys like that were very, very vocal on Twitter.
They were just shocked. Like, everybody was just shocked that like we like believed you, like we trusted you.
And well, yeah, it's tough, when he told the team also the whole.
If he would have never said anything, I feel like guys would have been more like, yeah, go get your bet, like go get your money, like go get your bag.
If he didn't lie, like all you had to do was just be like, listen,
but
like
he didn't technically lie. That's the thing. So
yeah,
it's like
that's just misleading though. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not going to LSU. Because that was the news. The news was he was going to LSU. Like,
yeah,
I'm not going to LSU, but I'm going to USC.
Yeah, like, why didn't you just say that from the start? Like, and it's just the way he did it, like in the middle of the night. Like, we hearing all the news, we hearing all that, all the stuff on social media. People be like taking pictures. Norman, well, y'all don't know, but Norman's not that big. Like,
it's tiny, yeah.
So like when he was leaving to go to California, like he said that at 2 p.m. Him, Wiley, Simmons, his family were all on a flight by that night to USC. Yeah. And like I don't know how contract negotiations and stuff go for coaches, but I know that like you don't get a contract done in 12 hours in the middle of the night.
He definitely knew her a couple of weeks in advance.
He knew.
I don't think he knew a couple of weeks. There's no
probably
way.
At least a week.
He had to know in advance. And what makes it like even more weird for us is just that like something my peoples were talking about. It's just if we win against Oklahoma State, he can't take the job because we go to the Big 12 championship. If we go to the Big 12 championship, if we win, we arguably would have went to the playoffs.
You had a shot.
We had a shot at the playoffs. Throughout all that time that he would have been playing, he wouldn't have been able to take the USC job. So USC would have moved on, like to find another head coach. Because if we don't know, imagine he goes to the playoff again. Oh, you's gonna give him a bag because
that's true. He probably gonna stay.
He's gonna stay. USC would have had to look for other coaches. So people people in the building are like, I felt like something was wrong. Like
conspiracy.
Yeah, we weren't even like the plays he was calling. Like, oh, we don't know if he was really trying to win. Like, which I don't know. I don't know.
Inside information right here. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I didn't think that makes sense.
I didn't consider that as well because you can't leave a team that's going to the playoffs.
You can't in a Big 12. If there's incentives in his contract. If he wins the Big 12, like, why would he? Yeah. So you mean to tell me we win against Oklahoma State? We would have to play them again. We win against Oklahoma State. We're going to the Big 12. The next week he's going to leave? No, he's going to play in the Big 12 championship. We are better, way better team than that Oklahoma State team was. We had enough talent, and we were way better than them enough to beat them twice.
Y'all lost, but how much I lose? Was it
3 points?
It was a close game. Yeah, it was a real close game.
But it shouldn't have even been that close. But like we just say we beat them twice. We're a one-loss Oklahoma team to Baylor by 3 points at home.
Who was the quarterback at the time?
Caleb.
Oh, Caleb.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He started like the second half of the year after Texas came.
So do y'all think Caleb knew that he was leaving?
No.
You don't think so?
He had no idea. I don't think he. Maybe nah. He didn't know. By the way he reacted, no.
I think he was hurt.
Yeah, he probably felt lied to too. But again, Caleb, my guy, he doesn't do anything without like a plan. Like he made a business decision, and obviously it worked out for him.
Yeah,
so,
for
like,
him.
Oh, huge media wise, bro. I mean, like if you win the Heisman Trophy, I think it was the right decision on Caleb.
Yeah, like so he made the right decision, and I think he took his emotions out of it and made a decision that was best for him, which was.
Did you consider going as well? Because I know like Rio, Caleb, like a bunch of dudes.
I mean, Lincoln Riley, I could play for him.
Yeah,
I couldn't play for what's his name?
So
Grinch.
Yeah.